I'm Farron McKenzie and welcome to MusicConnex. Basically MusicConnex is a concept that myself and JM created. The idea behind it being that individually we'd worked with different artists and producers. I personally manage one artist and two producers, and there was an absolute disconnect between the way they use the digital media and also their understanding of what digital media there was out there. So born of that idea, we then kind of came together and then created this whole 3-day event and got some fantastic speakers and some fantastic companies from Reverb Nation to Facebook to YouTube, all of these tools that all these artists are using now to actually communicate and actually leverage their careers.
What we're seeing is something very dedicated to a particular idea, and I think bringing in the kind of diversity of people hungry, I think, for information and ideas into this kind of what's a very buzzy environment. I think it's very exciting, and I think we've got a conference that's got the legs to really make a big impact in this business over the next few years.
I think it's great because there's an air of a fresh new conference starting, and I think because it's in its early stages, the feedback that we give the organizers will probably better shape the conference for next year. So it's quite exciting and stimulating to be part of the beginning of a conference where you can still direct it in different ways in the future.
It's been really polished, actually. Everything has been done with just in terms of an organisational point of view, a real touch of class. On top of that, just the sheer diversity of people that are here, the sheer volume of people that are here. It's been a really, really important event in London, probably the finest event I've been to here in the UK.
I think it's always important. Knowledge and information is always very important, but we are living in a digital age, and I'm not sure if there's any people who are around have been long enough in the digital side of business to really answer, who's qualified to answer any of the questions that have been thrown at them. So sometimes I think it's really interesting when you go back in order for one to come forward.
The conference has been, it seems to have been great. I actually only just arrived shortly before the panel, but just walking through the hall, there were so many people that I recognised and I've been meaning to talk to for a while, so it's worked out perfectly.
It brings together all of the players at the same time. So the artists, the labels, the managers, the promoters, technology companies like ours. And so I think, the planned speeches and panels are really great, but to me the most valuable stuff is always what comes out of the questions and answer period and just the conversations that happen on the side.
You can go and buy a book about the industry. Chances are it's going to be 3 or 4 years out of date. You can check on websites, and they'll give you a micro picture of what's going on in any particular area. But for a real overview of where everything stands at the moment, something like this is perfect.
Definitely for events and open days like MusicConnex over the few days. It's nice to literally see that people that are young, up and coming, or maybe been doing it for a little while, might even need to let go, they get a chance to meet some of those that, even me, I've met people today that really I look up to and respect. So it's nice for MusicConnex and for people that come in.
I think that the most important thing, and one of the things that people will probably get from these last few days, is there is no one solution, there's no one formula, there's no one way to do it. The most important thing is to be true to who you are and try and connect to people on that basis and be creative. Because often it's the most creative things that connect with people and then develop into something bigger. So you have to do what feels right for you. If you try and copy what someone else has done, that may have worked for them, but it won't necessarily work for you because it's not what you're about, and people will see through that. So I think it's very important to be true.
So it's about authenticity.
Absolutely.
Winkball.